You are a gift. Life is a gift. Start treating yourself that way. I never really have this stuff too scheduled or outlined, but this is going to be, I don't know, we're just going to go down this path because I have a lot to talk about. This morning, I did something that I haven't done in a long time and that I forgot how much I loved. And is dancing in a bikini, creating reels. So I did that. I did weekly bikini try-ons when I was working on my six pack for my 56th birthday back in 2022. And then it kind of turned into weekly bikini dances. And I did that for a solid, like over 2.5 years. And then kind of took a break because I was posting in bikinis and underwear and all the things all the time that it was no longer necessary to do a weekly check-in because it's pretty much a daily check-in these days. Because again, it's so much easier to keep that cute little engine on the track than to get it back off after it's derailed. So anyway, love dancing in bikini, and I chose the song Wrap Me Up. It's Meghan Trainor and Jimmy Fallon, and it's really cute. Um, but she's like, I'm the gift, I'm the whole damn package. And I really want to encourage you to look at yourself that way. And if you are the whole damn package, then start treating yourself like that. And I see these videos pop up with like dating advice, and it's always encouraging women to have these women are saying, "Oh, I have these really high standards. I want a man who's this, this, and this." And it's like, are you the woman that's a match for that? And I'm not just talking about appearance, although we do need to take care of our appearance. But I'm talking about the way like, if you have high standards for what you want in life, what are your standards for the way you treat yourself? And what are you tolerating now? So if you want, I'm just going to use this dating analogy because it just has been popping up in my feed a lot lately. But, if you want a man who is attractive and takes care of himself, like, are you taking care of yourself? If you want a man who's consistent, are you consistent with the way you treat yourself? If you want someone who's emotionally intelligent, like, how's your own emotional intelligence? How are you allowing yourself to feel your emotions? There's just so much here. But let's look at, you want nice things in life. How are you treating the things that you already have? You want a beautiful home? We all do. Make your space beautiful, whatever it is. You want a nicer car? Well, take care of the car that you have. You want more money? How are you taking care of the money you have? And this goes on so many levels. Is your like wallet like clean and organized and ready? What about do you know what's going on with your various accounts? Um, if money comes in, are you prepared to invest, circulate, save, give, spend, all of these things? We always want things. Do we have the capacity to hold them? You want, sorry, I should have turned my sounds off. Like, and sometimes this is about really having capacity, creating space. Like, if you have a friend group that's bringing you down and negative and thriving on gossip, how can you expect to attract better people into your life? So it doesn't mean you need to cut everybody off, but start distancing yourself from those things that aren't serving you. Have space on your calendar. Where are you? There's so much here. This, as I said, this is kind of a rant, but if your life is a gift, you're a gift. Everything in your life is going to start with the way you're treating yourself. It starts with you. Um, Again, you have high standards for what you want in your life. Well, have high standards for the way you treat yourself. You want to talk about setting boundaries and what you're, oh, I don't do that. I don't want this and I don't want that. Well, set boundaries with yourself. Um, I have boundaries with myself for all kinds of things, for what I'm consuming, for what I'm not just consuming like this organic decaf coffee, but what I'm consuming, what I'm putting into my brain. Um, yeah, we all do a little mindless scrolling sometimes, but I cut myself off from that really quickly. Try to feed myself with intention. So just something to think about. Life is a gift. You're a gift. You're the whole damn package. Start treating yourself that way.